We're live. This game show live stream is brought to you by CAS, where the C stands for collector, not Chris. Visit collectorarchive.com. We grade and preserve your collectible toys, video games, sports memorabilia, and packaged trading cards.
It's showtime.
Yep. Hello, folks. Or should I say, hey there, toy fans. All right.
Catchphrase. It's got to start somewhere.
Well, welcome to What Does CAS Know? And I just noticed that I have the wrong background up. Look at that. Bubble preservations. That's why we need a better producer. There we go.
The problem is that you work so cheap. So
yeah, free labor.
CAS apparently doesn't know how to do layouts for game shows. So darn it. Only we knew.
So welcome to What Does CAS Know, the show where we test our CAS team members and now guest contestants on what they know. And judging from our last game, they didn't know so much, huh?
Except I won.
Chris, embarrassing. So embarrassing that we had to bring on a guest contestant, Kevin O'Keefe. Kevin, welcome.
Yeah, I'm here only because you don't know very much, Chris, because I think I put you, answering 3 questions, correct?
It was. And
two.
No, come on.
Wait, 2-1.
I got the Zelda one right. Well, which other ones did I get right? I thought I got 2. 3.
Previously, when you went head-to-head with Ross, it was 2-0. But whatever, we digress here. But folks, we have a loaded show tonight. We have, as you see, our first guest contestant. We have great questions. They're going to be different questions than what we're used to. We have video clues, multiple prizes, which we'll get into, not just that Mickey Mantle Minton card. And we have a sponsor ad for the middle of the show. Did you know that, Chris?
I didn't. I didn't know anybody liked us that much.
You just wait. It's coming. So here, the way that we got here was that Chris is our reigning CAS know-it-all. He's pretty much undefeated, reigning champ.
I've got the belt, right? So it's like
we will introduce him quickly. I'm not going to go through your laundry list of aliases, but we're just going to go with Dr. Star Wars, the warrior princess. Okay.
Gross.
Kevin, I know we spoke briefly before. I know that you listen to our podcast. Have you ever laid eyes on Chris, the warrior princess, the Dr. Star Wars?
Can you quickly go to the next screen so I don't have to continue to see that?
Yeah. Literally, all right. Well, wants to see that.
I'm very happy that now, Chris, we have guaranteed that Kevin, that you're going to have nightmares tonight about that. So sorry. So we know Chris. So Kevin, tell us
not to come back.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? What do you collect? I know you're a big collector.
Well, I'm originally from Poughkeepsie, New York, and now I live up in North Jersey for the last 30 years. Raised 2 kids, and Yeah, I've been a collector at heart. It's funny because I've been a solitary. I think a lot of us, up until the pandemic, I think a lot of us, whether it's toys or sports cards, whatever it is, I think a lot of us did this in like a solitary kind of thing. But now, especially with sports cards, it's just, it's an industry. We're not talking hundreds of dollars where you get excited about having a card. Yeah, how much money is this? It's $100. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're talking about billions of dollars that this industry is. So, but yeah, I've collected a lot of things through the years, but just your average sports fan and collector, if you want to.
Do you collect anything other than sports cards?
Do you want to go down that road?
Guys, save it for the podcast. We're actually going to interview Kevin for the podcast as well after this. So
it's disturbing for that. It's actually disturbing, Chris.
I want to get to embarrassing Chris with how much he doesn't know. So. All right. So as you all know, there's going to be 5 categories. I will show them to you. You will each have a question from each of the 5 categories, and there is a tiebreaker just in case. Okay. So. As always, we have viewers who have signed up ahead of time to predict who will win and how many questions they're going to get right. And these are your
marks. You jerk.
This
I met Adam at ICC, so
Okay, so that's who is competing for the CAS 90 Super 7 Mickey Mantle Mint on card, which I think is awesome. As a Yankee fan, I love Mickey Mantle. I have this as a raw card, and I'm gonna send this in to get graded because it looks beautiful.
That is a nice piece.
Okay. Really now, last show I was gonna do this and I forgot, so I'm not gonna forget this time. Anyone who did not sign up, if they want to get in on the action, we will give away any of our famous CAS t-shirts, podcast shirts, our YouTube banner shirts, I Love Chris, I Love Sprinkles, any of those. All you have to do is go to our Instagram site, and I'm about to send the post. Just do the same. Predict who's going to win and how many questions. It's live. I just sent it. So get in on that. Just write Kevin, the number, or Chris, the number, and you're in. Okay? So here are the categories for tonight, guys.
All right.
We have trading cards, toys, dreamy starting lineup. Okay,
nice.
If someone picks that, I'll let you know what that means. I'm sure you can get an idea of it. Video games, and as always, I love the Sears Wish Book. So again, we're going to do Sears Wish Book, Price is Right style, and it's going to be from the 1979 Sears Wish Book.
Nice.
So, talk about collecting. I thought I was going to collect all of the Wish books from the vintage Star Wars era. I've about 4. I stopped chasing them. I may get back into it because these are just great to flip through. But that's what we got.
A lot of memories in those books.
All right. So unfortunately, Chris is the reigning champ. So Chris, do you want to pick first, or do you want Kevin to kick off?
No, I think it's always nice to have let the guest go first.
Oh, you are so polite, Chris.
I am. Yeah.
I don't care what Ross says about you. You're actually kind of a sweetie. You will smoothie. Okay.
Let the guest embarrass himself. That's sure.
All right, Kevin, what do you want to start with?
So we're choosing from, I can only choose, like if I pick trading cards, I can't pick trading cards each session. No. It will be one from each, right?
Right. Each category has 2 questions. So you will pick the category and then the number 1 or 2, and then Chris will get the other question right after you go.
Got it.
Once trading cards is gone, it's gone.
All right. So we'll go with the one that I probably know the least about. Let's go with video games.
Video games. All right. Okay. So video games. Do you want to go with question 1 or question 2?
Question 2.
Question 2. Okay. Bear with me here. Where are you? Here we go. So question number 2. These are 3 Nintendo Entertainment System era games. Which of these 3 games were not released in 1985? We have Super Mario Brothers, we have the NES baseball game, and Metroid. And folks, you'll all see there's going to be sort of a baseball theme to this game. We're all baseball fans, the 3 of us. There will be a little Star Wars, Chris. Don't worry.
One right.
So, Kevin, so 2 of these were released in 1985. One was not. Which one was not released in 1985?
All right, I'll go with Metroid. Nice.
Very good. Let's see.
I'm clapping for myself and all my fans out there.
Off to the quick lead.
So, I originally had Duck Hunt in there instead of baseball. I was like, if Chris gets this, he's going to know. So, because I think, those came out. They were like, I think NES came out. That was part of the package.
It was,
yes.
Mario and Duck Hunt actually
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. So I had to slip in a wild card, but there you go. You got it. 1-0, as they say, over the pond.
Okay.
Good work, Kev. Good work.
All right.
All right.
Starting off in the hole. All right. I'll take video games question 1 then. Let's see what we got.
Video game question 1. Okay. Crisscross. The first ever baseball-themed video game that was released on Atari had this graphic on it. Can you name the title of that video game?
Oh, goodness.
Question number 2, I think, is going to be the easiest ones here.
Do you know the answer, Kev? Or no?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
I'm like,
okay.
No clue.
I'm going to just guess. I'm going to say World Series Baseball.
Tough one.
It is a tough one. So it was called Home Run.
Okay.
Home Run.
Ooh,
so
the graphics.
Well, I read a little bit about this in doing this question, and this was a horrendous game. Apparently, I don't remember playing it, but there's only three players on defense. They're all ground balls. You can't throw anyone out. You have to actually chase the hitter, chase the batter. So it didn't do well. So there you go.
Well,
And you know who else not doing well? Crisscross.
1-0.
You're by the way, Anthony, your graphics there, it looks like it was published in 1918.
Yeah. Well, you could tell the 7, the hat on the 7's a little longer.
Yeah. Funny. Yeah.
1980.
Amazing. I do remember playing the original Pong. It is amazing. I can date myself.
1972.
See, my parents, they always went like the oddball route. So I didn't have an Atari 2600. Instead, I had an Intellivision. So
yeah. Actually, Intellivision used this game to market themselves. They came out with a better baseball game and said, look how awful the Atari version is. Come over to Intellivision.
And that was a much, much better game. You actually, I had that game. My dad used to kick my butt in it constantly.
All right. Current leader is Adam Marks. Look at that. Your buddy.
Adam Marks.
He's
wins
pulling for you.
Yeah. He's pulling against me.
All right. Now, where's my category slide? Here we go. Okay. So, video games off the board. What do you got, Chris? What would you like to go with?
I'll go with Dreamy starting lineup. Question 1.
Okay. So, dreamy starting lineups. These are questions about the 1992 USA Basketball Dream Team.
Nice.
Okay. And we may show some gems from that we have graded at CAS.
Very cool.
So let's see. What would you like there, Chris? 1 or 2?
Question number 1, please.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. I'm always paranoid. I'm going to click on the answer slide. So I got to make sure here. Okay. So here are 2 starting lineup mint on cards that we actually have graded at CAS. One is a 1991 Clyde Drexler. So these are not obviously the USA team versions of the figures, but these are 3 of the Dream Team players. The other is a one-on-one 2-pack with Magic and Larry Bird. So my question to you is, these are 3 of the oldest members of the Dream Team. Which of the 3 is the oldest? Or who was the oldest when they played? They're obviously still the oldest now.
Right. So I'm going to rule out Clyde Drexler. I'm going to do that because Clyde Drexler's rookie was 86 Fleer, and I know we had some star cards in there.
Is that the same as Jordan? Same rookie year?
So yeah, it was 86-87 Fleer was the first release of Major League Baseball cards for about like 3 or 4 years. There was a gap where Topps stopped.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of people that have their rookie cards in that set. There's like 10 or 12 Hall of Fame rookies. It's an insane set. So I know that he was later, so chances are he was in college later. So that takes it down to Magic and Bird, and they both had rookie cards in the same year. Probably went to college the exact same time. Probably so they're probably age wise, within a year of each other. So it's going to be a guess.
50-50.
Yeah, that being the case, I'm just gonna go with the Michigan State guy, and go with Magic Johnson. I was a big fan back in the day, and nothing against Larry Bird, but I was a big Magic Johnson fan. So.
Can I clap? Can I clap?
Kevin, come on, sportsmanship, sports. No, clap. He clapped. Clish deserves.
Could come back to hurt me here.
So I was actually very surprised at this because they graduated the same year. They were rivals in college. Yeah, I watched the 30 for 30, and they went to the NBA the same year, but they're 3 years apart. I don't know if it's just the time of year they were born. Maybe Magic skipped a year. Maybe Bird stayed back. Who knows? But
maybe Bird went all 4 years, and Magic, got
that's possible too. Yeah, you're right.
Well, so that is the reason. No question. Magic came out as a sophomore, and Larry was a senior when he came out. Okay. There you go, right there.
So 3-year difference. So okay. So sorry, Chris. Sorry, I'm not sorry, but
whatever.
I got nothing to say because you destroyed me like twice. So, okay, so that brings us to the other USA basketball question. Question. Okay, so this is a 10-pack that CAS has graded. This is 10 of the 12 members of the Dream Team. And this is a really beautiful piece. I love it. I collected starting lineup when I was a kid. I did mostly baseball and soccer, believe it or not. Never really had much of the basketball ones, even though I was a big late 80s, early 90s basketball fan. But so this is great. I love it. But enough of what I love. Here's the question, Kevin. There were 12 members of the USA Dream Team 1992. There were 11 All-Stars, and there was one amateur. Can you name who the amateur player was on that Dream Team?
Yeah, definitely. Leitner from the Timberwolves.
Wow.
Losing the first name.
Christian Leitner.
Yep. Christian. There you go. Yep.
So yeah, there he is between Patrick and Magic there. So yeah, he was. There was a lot of controversy about him. I guess Duca just won it, but that was also the year Shaquille came out, and he was not picked as the amateur. But I guess Leitner was the popular one. Duca just won, but there you go. Is it 2-0? Wow. All right. Well, Adam Marks drops off the board here, and now Chris Lorenzetti. Look at that. He's got the. All
right.
Okay, we'll go back to the category here.
I think you got to come up, Anthony, with some like Jeopardy CAS kind of like music that you come up in the background while we're waiting.
I know. I got to figure it out. I'm not a technical guy. I mean, this is the best I can do.
Great. You're doing great. I don't want to insult the host here.
All right. So we are now back to who picks. We're going to go. Kevin, you're picking now, right?
Yeah. So let's go with I'm going with the ones that I'm feeling like I'm doing well here. So I'll go with toys. So I think it's another category I'm not going to do well in. And I'll go with question 2 again.
Okay, question number 2. Ooh, this is one of our video clues, actually. All right, let me just pull this up here. Okay, so here are 3 pretty popular toys that have stood the test of time, are still popular today, even though they came out a long time ago. Monopoly, Mr. Potato Head, and Silly Putty. which of these was the first to be advertised in a TV commercial? And I have a video clue. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. All set.
Hey, it's Hasbro. Hasbro makes toys. What's new, Hasbro?
Oh my goodness.
That was the commercial.
So since they're on a bike and they're outside, I don't see them all of a sudden rushing in to play a board game. But then again, I don't know about Mr. Potato Head running down the street. Hasbro. First advertised in a TV commercial. I'm going to go with Mr. Potato Head.
That's got to be it.
Holy smokes, Kev.
Not bad. I don't know why I had the association with Hasbro and Mr. Potato Head.
Well, check this out, guys. Check this out.
What's new, Hasbro?
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head with their own cars and trailers. That's what's new. See, Mr. Potato Head has a car and boat trailer. And there's a car and shopping trailer for his wife, Mrs. Potato Head.
What's new, Hasbro?
Oh, didn't mean to play that. We got to fire our producer. No, I'm just kidding. So,
that's amazing. Those are like real potatoes. They were.
Yeah. So that was a 19. Yeah. So the old Mr. Potato Head, it was use your own vegetables.
Yeah, they sold the accessories. They would just plug into them. And Hasbro was sort of the giveaway in that, right? Because Parker Brothers, I believe, was the game.
So Silly Putty was basically its own entity. It was just the patent was handed from owner to owner until it was bought by Crayola in I think the 70s. But you're right. Monopoly was Parker Brothers, but then bought by Hasbro. I'm not sure when, 80s, 90s. So that was the confounder. But yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. So that was 1952.
Now the thing that I'm curious if you guys know this, but my memory of Silly Putty was we would take it and we would put it on the comics, comic strips, and not actually the books, but I'm remembering the newspapers, the Sunday, and you put it on, flatten it down and then pull it back, and right?
Yeah,
is that true?
Or you could roll it up. It became like a Super Ball. It bounced like a Super Ball. Yeah,
right.
Amazing the things that amused kids back before there were screens and such.
Yeah, I have a lot of spare time, so I was reading about Silly Putty. Silly Putty was eventually invented. It was trying to be an alternative to plastic, I guess, in World War II, and they came up with that. Wasn't a good substitute for plastic, but they figured out kids liked it, so they did well. Yeah. Okay, 3-0, Chris.
Yeah, basically, if I get this wrong, the game's over.
Don't spoil it, Chris. I kind of.
We're
going
all the way.
We are going all the way. I mean,
this is a 9-inning baseball game. This is no rain delay, and it's not pouring out here.
All right, let's see other. Okay, so this is one of the first things I ever posted on the Instagram site. Okay, this is a Buck Rogers uranium-235 atomic pistol, manufactured by Daisy Manufacturing. What year is this pistol from? What year was it produced?
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, so this is a complete guess, and that's unfortunate that, the whole game rests on a guess. I'm just going to say, I know Buck Rogers came out pretty early in the 30s, but 1945 is World War II. I'm going to say there wasn't a lot of toys being produced at that point in time. Also, you really didn't have the space race stuff going on, right? But by 1956, I think it's popular again. So I'm going to go with 1956. This is a space race kind of a guess.
That was a good guess there, Chris.
Yeah,
logic.
I think Chris is one of the smartest guys I know. Like, seriously, how you reason that out? So yeah, it makes it's 1945. Yeah. So
wow.
Actually, so I put this post up, and it was someone sent in this run of 40s and 50s pistols, and these were the 3 in the post. And yeah, that happened to be the earliest. I think this, I don't know, but I think this might be one of the oldest toys CS has ever graded. I know we have other pieces like some sports memorabilia that might be older, but I'd be interested to ask her, or at least look it up, see if this was the oldest toy we've ever graded.
It is a really cool piece.
Mm.
I mean, you could honestly say it was in the 80s. It was the sculpting on it was that good. It really is cool. So I'm out. That's it. Kevin, you already won.
Well, we have to continue
because we continue to play, but
we have people who are, we got to see how many Kevin gets right.
Yeah,
they got skin in the game here.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, Chris, I am kind of sorry. I mean, it stinks. Sorry, I'm not sorry, but. All right. Well, listen, I have nothing to say. As I said before, because you defeated me. So, all right, let's see here. So back to the categories. So who picks now? That was who picked that? That was
Kevin picked it. So
we have trading cards. I can't believe trading cards has lasted all this time.
I figured that Kevin would pick that first. I was kind of giving that to him, but since it's my pick, I'll go ahead and take it. I'll take question number 2 for trading cards.
2. Okay. Yeah, I was waiting. I really like these questions. I was proud of these questions. Let's see. So number 2. Okay. Okay. So 1957 tops. Okay. Of these 4 players, one of them was incorrectly imaged on their tops trading card that year as a lefty when he was in fact a righty batter.
Oh, yikes.
Can you tell me which of these was incorrectly imaged as a lefty while he was in fact a righty? Now, Chris, I know you can reason through this. Go ahead.
No, it's a reverse negative. It's not incorrectly imaged.
Right. Yeah. Well, meaning that when you got the card in the pack, the guy looked like he was batting lefty, but he is in fact a righty. Yeah. It was a reverse image. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, thank God at least I'm going to get one right. I've seen this one before. So it was Hank Aaron's card.
Very good, Chris Cross.
I clapped for you.
I was gonna say at first when you said 57 tops, I was gonna think it was. I thought the question was gonna be which is the person that had their very last card, because 57 tops was Ted Williams' last card.
All right. So, and I made it so that obviously Ted Williams is a lefty, so it wouldn't be him. Mantle is a switch hitter, so if you knew your baseball, it'd be at least a 50-50. But no, Mr. Know-It-All just knew it off the bat because he knew it. Good for you.
Yeah, I used to like error cards. That was a big one. So.
All right. So that brings us to the other trading card question. And this. Okay, Kevin. What is the most graded trading card of all time? It is none of these. None of these. I just needed some type of graphic. So I just put up some stock images I had.
One too.
So trading card. So it may not be as you're saying trading card, not sports card. So it could be.
Well, it could be anything. It could be sports, Star Wars, garbage pail. Trading card. What is the most graded trading card of all time? I looked at Beckett and PSA.
This is so based on submissions, so it's not necessarily the most iconic.
No.
The most submissions.
Exactly. Population. Yeah. What card has been graded the most out of all?
All right. I mean, without putting a lot of thought in this, especially since I already won.
Rub it in.
I'm gonna go with Upper Deck 89 Griffey.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice job.
This is perfect so far, Kevin. Perfect.
And that was an open-ended question. Wasn't even no multiple choice here.
Right. Yeah. So most of these are one is multiple choice, one is open-ended. Except for I guess maybe for that toy question. But here are the numbers. I was amazed about how many of these cards have been graded. I mean, you look at the totals, it's well over 120,000.
Well, that was a card that was iconic the second it was made.
Yeah. You'll see that, of those, only about 4,000 tens on the PSA population report. But
yeah, the centering on the hologram on the back is a really big thing with that.
Tell you today, I wanted to prepare for our upcoming podcast. I actually listened to our old episode with Josh Van Pelt, where we talked a lot of trading cards, and this came up. And you said the centering, the hologram can chip, but that's that. All right, so we are now 4-1.
Yeah.
Is this Anthony? Does this mean I get invited back since I'm going to be the winner here?
No,
I guess no. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Maybe I'll be a guest appearance one point in the future. The winner that chooses the right number will be back.
Exactly right. And then we have to pick another CAS team member to fill in.
Right.
Don't worry. Okay. Hey, listen, Tyson lost. It's okay. You'll be back, Chris.
I'm not going to bite your ear off, so at least at least.
I hope not. All right, so who's 4? Jason Lubitz right now at 4. He's in the running for the Mickey Mantle. All right, so that leaves our last category, which is The Price is Right, 1979 Sears Wish Book. Okay, so we are going to go with Kevin chooses first, right? 1 or 2?
Yeah, he's
the 5th question.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been lucky with number 2, so I'll go with number 2.
Number 2. Okay, so these are quasi Price is Right style questions here. Okay, number 2 is that one. Question. Okay, here are 3 items. There's your Star Wars, Chris. All right, that's how much Star Wars. That's all we got tonight. Sorry.
And I didn't even get it. Darn it.
So these are 3 items that I not randomly, but just picked from the 1979 holiday wish book, Sears, that are somewhat similar in price. We have a electronic pocket baseball game. We have a tabletop electric football game, and the Millennium Falcon. Those are the 3 prices of the 3 items. They're not matched up, but they do match up. Can you tell me which of the 3 items was the most expensive listed in that issue?
Yeah, you know what? Everyone had those handheld computer games, but 79, that's kind of early for those computer games. I'm doing like a Chris now. I'm trying to show up my my knowledge here, and then I'll get it wrong. So I'm going to go with that Millennial Falcon. That thing has got to be expensive. I'll go with the Millennial Falcon. Millennium.
All right, Dr. Star Wars. Calm down there, Dr. Star Wars.
I would have went with the baseball game.
You would have been correct.
Yeah, because it was the first kind of like addition on those games, I guess, right?
Well, plus electronic stuff was just so expensive back then.
Well, that football game though, I thought it's bigger. Well, there's probably not as much.
I think it just vibrates, right? That's almost
lights, and I think a scoreboard. But it's not as technical. Yeah.
If you look at even like ranking technology, right? So there's most technology in the baseball, least in the football, with the Millennium Falcon just being a motor that runs on batteries and kind of a big playset, right? So
Chris, did you know that the Falcon was $24.77?
So I would have guessed that exact order. So if that helps at all, but just because that football game I think is really basic and probably was you didn't even debut in '79. I think that game is similar.
Yeah, I remember playing that game in the early '70s. Again, dating myself, but yeah, I would have. Yeah, I'm angry. I got one wrong there.
Perfectionist.
Even the best of us sometimes,
Hey, so far you guys actually answered 5 questions right. I mean, last time was a disaster. It's embarrassing. I mean, it's humiliating. I'm associated with you guys. Anyway, so look who won. Jason Lubitz is the winner of the CAS 90 Mickey Mantle Mint On card. So there you have it. Well, we still got a question for you, Chris. Don't worry. We still got a question.
Category? Are we done with?
No, that's it. It's 4-1. We'll see if you get to 4-2. We have a tiebreaker.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. So we're gonna give you the question. The Price is Right question. Let's just see here. Okay. 2 of these items were listed in the Sears Wish Book as $6.97. 2 of these board games. 1 was not. And I'm just going to give you, I was going to give this clue regardless of what the score was. The third, which was not, was $1 less. It was actually $5.97. Which of these did not cost $6.97?
So I'm trying to think about accessories and which had more. So, you know, like Monopoly had all those metal cars and all the pieces. You know, Clue and Payday I don't know very well. But Clue, I remember, you know, there was like a, you know, killed so and so with a, you know, a lamp in the
Colonel Mustard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm having to think that game also happened to have small parts and accessories, whereas Payday might have been just more of a straight board game, similar to Shoots and Ladders. And that's just again, it's a guess. I don't only one of those three games I've ever played is Monopoly. So I'm going to say that the one that does not cost $6.97 and would have been less would have been Payday.
Sorry, I'm laughing every time you get something wrong.
It was in fact Monopoly. So I thought the same thing as you, Chris. I thought that Monopoly had metal pieces. It's a little more complicated. Clue did as well, right? Some metal pieces. Payday, my kids play it now. It's just money and cards, but it was Monopoly, and I think it had a lot to do with Monopoly had like a deluxe version that was also listed, so maybe they were selling off the lesser for cheaper. But
Gotcha.
Supply and demands as well. I mean, so many more out there.
Maybe
Yeah,
Payday,
maybe
Payday. Yeah, I was gonna say Payday and Clue might have been newer. Well, they definitely were newer, but. So there you have it. 4-1 is the final score. Yeah, I have. You want to just do the tiebreaker question?
Sure.
Just to see. All right. This is a visual. Ready? So this is. I'm going to show you the question first. So this is I picked this. I was flipping through and I saw this guy. This is a Mickey Mouse doll. It's probably about 20 or so inches tall, and the reason I picked this because I actually have it. This is my childhood Mickey Mouse. And the thing with this was if you squeeze his hands, it would actually move his feet. But his right foot doesn't work as well as his left. So then you can have him walk, you know. So this is mine from childhood. So when I saw it, I said, we got to make a question about it. So prices, well, not prices, right rules. The closest. Who can guess closest to the price? It's okay if you overbid. How much did this Mickey Mouse cost in the catalog? And what I will do is ask you to think of the price or write it down so that there's no advantage. And then when you're ready, both ready, I'll take your answers. Honor system, guys.
I'll write mine down. That way. Hold on.
1979.
1979. Again, this is probably about a 18 to 20 inch hand-operated Mickey Mouse with his kicks his feet here. Hey, boys and girls.
All right.
Okay.
Written down, Kevin, or you just want to say?
Yeah, I got mine written down.
All right.
Okay, so Kevin, what do you got?
Well, why don't we just show it on 3, right?
1, 2, 3. Oh, my goodness. We're way off.
Yeah, you both overbid. So there you go. That's
oh my goodness.
1066.
Wow. With the action feature, I would have thought, you know.
Wow.
Exactly.
Plus, Disney licensing. Like today, that'd be like an $800 toy, you know.
Are you sure that's not a Kung Fu Mickey Mouse? It looked like he was trying to kick you instead of walk.
So, yeah. So that's
all right.
Mine. So,
I
defer
to the master. Kevin, you kicked my butt.
All right. So congratulations to Kevin. Thank you for finally dethroning CAS's greatest know-it-all. And congratulations to, who was that? Oh yeah, Jason Lubitz.
Yes.
You win the Mickey Mantle. We'll get that out to you. And Jason may be challenging another CS member in the future. All right, when we set that up.
Yeah. I'll come up with questions, and Anthony, you're going down.
You want me to take on? I'll go again. That's fine.
May as well.
Listen, Kevin, I want to thank you very much for dealing with us, and especially Chris, this game. And
I
we're actually
was a peach. What are you talking about?
We're gonna actually have Kevin on our podcast. We're actually, when we're done here, we're gonna interview him, and we'll have a podcast out soon. He's gonna tell us all about. He's a card collector, right? Trading cards, sports card collector. We'll hear all about it, and it's gonna be a good one. We're gonna have a Wax and Packs countdown, top sales so far this year.
Awesome.
So make sure you listen, subscribe to our podcast, leave us a rating and a review, please. Passion for collecting, please. Don't make me beg, folks, please. All right. Oh, I never did the mid-game sponsor. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Let's do it now.
End of the video sponsor.
This
Chris,
game
did you know we have a sponsor or no?
I did not.
It's Collector Archive Services. They grade and preserve your collectible toys, video game. You never heard of them?
No, I'll have to Google them. I heard, whatever. More
Here's
of
our-
an AFA guy myself. But
Here's our paid ad.
Hey guys, I'm Anthony from Collector Archive Services. Are you going to Star Wars Celebration this year? Well, so are we. There are a ton of awesome celebrity signers there. If you're planning to get anything autographed, like a Funko Pop or a carded action figure, we got you covered. Come by the CAS booth and we'll get your figure graded, preserved, and we'll even authenticate the signature with our Signature Series Gold label. So hope you have a great time at Star Wars Celebration, and we'll see you there.
Love it.
I'm so upset I forgot to do that in the middle of the show.
Everyone, no one left in the middle of the video. Everyone stayed to the end. That's they're all waiting for that.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching, and
Congratulations,
Jason and Kevin. Thanks for taking down the Warrior Princess.
The master.
Good night, folks.
All right,
Good night.
thank you.